Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is TWiT.
Bandwidth for TWiT specials is provided by CashFly at CACHEFLY.com.
5, 4, 3, 2. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome. It's the 24 hours of 2015. I'm Leo Laporte, Alex Lindsay. We are in hour 13 of our 24 hours. We're going to be in just a bit go visiting London, England. Jay Riley is going to wish everybody in England a happy new year. We have rung in the new year in 13 hours worth. That's, I think, 16 different time zones of the year. I just fell off the goal. Let's real quickly forget.
No, that was Leo, like thinking.
Forget the arrow. I don't want it to get the 40,000, but you know what? I kind of do.
Yeah, you know, it's
a good cause. There is no better cause in the world. You know, I always think about this. Children are innocents. We love our children. No child should suffer. Anywhere in the world, no child should suffer for something that is so inexpensively and easily fixed with an immunization or just clean water or insecticide-treated bed nets that keep the mosquitoes away, Ebola information that helps keep them healthy. And that's what UNICEF does all over the world, and that's who we're raising money for. So we talk about $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. 91% of that money, 91 cents on every dollar that we raise, goes straight to the United Nations Children's Fund Children around the world. They only take 9% for administrative fees. It's a 4-star charity, one of the best in the world, and we wanted a global charity that helped children worldwide. I can't think of anyone better to get to do this, to give our money to than UNICEF. So I invite you to go to unicefusa.org/twit. $10, $20, $1,000, it doesn't matter. Anything helps. If everybody who watches our broadcast today gives $10, that would be $10 million. That's my estimate, $10 million to UNICEF. So I really want I want your help. Let's go there right now. Don't delay. You want to get this. We already got it to 30,000. We're going to get Sarah to sing in a second, but we also want to get it to 40,000. I'll be happy if we get to $40,000 for UNICEF. Man, I'll be so happy to shave my head. If we get to $50,000, I promise you that tattoo is going right on my tush. And we still are working on 60,000, 70,000. We might even get to. I wouldn't be surprised if we got to $100,000, and I don't know what we're going to do for that. But if you would help, I would be so grateful. That's why we're here. That's what we're doing this for. Not only to celebrate the great TWiT family, the people who work at TWiT, all of you who watch all over the world, to celebrate New Year's and 2015, but also to help the kids. UNICEFUSA.org/TWiT. Now, we did say that if we reached $30,000, Sarah Lane volunteered this, right? We are not making her do this. Sarah Lane volunteered to sing the song she hates more than any other in the world. I'm going to cross over because Sarah's going to have a little bit of help. We're going to use the Xbox One, I think, right, to help you do this. Where's your microphone, dear? You can't sing without a microphone.
Good question.
And, you know, I'm going to enjoy this because I'm going to sit down and I'm going to watch your humiliation.
Really?
Well, hey, it's me next. In fact, you know, they're fighting over who gets to shave my head. Lisa says she wants to.
I would also.
You just want one stripe?
I would like a stripe, maybe on the left side.
Anybody else want to help shave my head when we get to? Put the hands down. No, I think a couple people get to. You get to. Yeah. Lisa gets to.
Right.
I shaved Jeff Jarvis's face, so I think Jeff, you should get a stripe.
He definitely gets a stripe.
I got a big head. I think we can get 4 or 5 stripes out of there.
I don't feel like you should be wearing a hat. Let people see what you used to look like for another hour or so.
Oh, Lord. Now, why do you hate the Barenaked ladies? They're nice. They're Canadian.
Well, they're Canadian, and I have nothing bad to say about Canada.
It's a white guy singing rap. Is that part of the problem?
It's the chickadee China, the Chinese chicken.
Chinese chicken?
Like, it's just...
It's finger look, take a good...
Yes. It's very upsetting.
That bothers you?
It is the worst song
that's been 1 week since you looked at me.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. Shaved my head, and then you said you were angry.
And then I said, I got a stripe.
Yeah. All right. So how are we going to do this? We have a way to do this? We're going to use Rock Band.
Do I need my lyrics, or they're going to be on?
They're going to be up there.
Okay.
That was just to help you prepare.
No, when they said so. By the way, you said, "Oh, Sarah Lane volunteered." No, that did not happen.
That wasn't your idea?
No, I walked in and Karsten was like, 30,000 Barenaked Ladies, and I was like, don't understand what that means.
Song you hate? How did he know you hated that song?
I think I must have said it out loud once too many times on iPad today.
I thought it was.
But I was like, Rock
Call
Band.
Me Maybe that you hated.
Well, you know, there'll be like 6 of us.
No. It's you're on your own,
Rock Band
baby.
was a band.
You're all on your own. I'm gonna sit down over here. I'm gonna get the best seat in the house while I watch Sarah Lane. No. Yeah, what is that?
It's water.
Sushi to China to chicken to China?
It's just water.
That's not just water. That looks like there might be an alcoholic preparation of some sort in there.
Absolutely not.
I am going to enjoy this. In fact, I'm on a man spread during the entire song. I'm just going to sit here and enjoy this.
Oh, that is good water.
Good water, is it?
Ooh.
Extra good. Extra
I can breathe
special.
fire with this Fiji water. Wow.
Okay.
Thank you, Alex Lindsay, for my water. He's such a good waterist.
All right. Let's. So, can we hear the Rock Band? Is it working? Do we hear the sound? Let's do it just to check a little sound check on the Rock Band.
This is really embarrassing. I just want you all to know that I feel that way.
For the kids.
Sing.
For the kids.
This for the kids. This one's
All
for the
right.
kids.
So
Let's just hear. I don't know if we hear
I
it.
see it working. Okay.
I don't know if we hear it. We got to have the loud. We got
kinda-
the music
yeah,
in
we
the
kinda have to,
studio.
like,
She needs a
hear
monitor.
it, so.
Here, hold your mouth since you're here.
Yeah, I'm glad I asked for a sound check. Oh, Ozzy's going to watch too. Wait a minute. Come here, Ozzy. Ozzy's been wanting to see this too. Maybe if we get to 60,000, we'll shave Ozzy. All right.
Right, I'm the voice.
You're the voice.
Christina's gonna turn her seat around.
I'm gonna slam that button and say, I want you.
She was a little when you said slam the button.
I was like, what?
Slam what
Not
button?
slamming any buttons.
All right.
Maybe I
all
should
right.
take out my
Chicky's
iPhone.
chalet, cause it touched the frying pan like wasabi. Rhymes with, cause I'm about. Bert Kempford's got the mad
they're
hits.
Canadian
You
words
try
I
to
don't
match
even
wits.
know.
You try to hold me. You don't know who Bert Kempford is?
I don't know who that is.
He's got the mad hits.
He's probably Canadian.
No, he's not. He's just old school.
Bert Kampfert?
I think the guy in Barenaked Ladies, correct me if I'm wrong, Renee Ritchie, I think he makes it up, right? It's all about...
It's the sound. The sound is important.
It's the sound, because I saw him in concert, and he was making this stuff up like a boss, right? There we go.
Barenaked Ladies in concert? That's something that you did? You saw the Barenaked Ladies in concert?
I saw them in concert.
When?
And I'm going to compare them to you.
Why?
We saw them at Bottle Rock this summer. They were great.
Okay.
Why? I love the Barenaked Ladies.
Now, did 1 week bring down the house?
It sure did.
Oh.
Here we go. In 2, 3.
Oh my God, okay.
All right, we're going to restart because you have to do the whole song.
Stop talking. Can you, like really loud?
You don't even hear me.
You guys, can we just do it 1 minute? Is it possible to make it louder or no? Okay.
No. The louder doesn't mean turn it up in the stream. Turn up the bleed. Who's
Yeah,
on the
turn up the
board?
bleed.
Turn up the bleed, please.
Ooh. Oh.
Yeah. Now we're talking.
Now, okay, all right. I'm on
Just
stage.
Turn up the music in the bleed. I think it'll be better than turn her up.
But
Can you hear
we
that
should
now?
start it over.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Song is,
But can you hear it?
I can. Yeah. This,
All right.
This good.
I want to give you every opportunity
Yeah.
for the
I
$30,000.
You guys know how much I like karaoke, right?
Do you? Are you kidding?
I'm not good, but
But you
I'm
like it.
enthusiastic.
All right.
Which I
All
think
right.
is what is important in karaoke.
Okay.
All right.
I just called Heather. She's coming up as fast as she can. Okay.
She'll be sad. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
Sarah Lane.
Okay.
1 week.
For charity. It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Cocked your head to the side and said I'm angry. 5 days since you laughed at me. Saying that together, come back and see me. 3 days since the living room. Realized it's all my fault, but couldn't tell you. Yesterday you'd forgiven me. It'll still be 2 days till I say I'm sorry. Hold it now and watch the hood wink, cause I make you stop think you're looking like Aquaman. Summon fish to the dish, although the Shelley's where's the sushi? You'd never touch a frying pan. I like this hobby when I bust rhymes, big old PN rhymes, cause I'm all about value. Bert Kampfert got the mad hits. He tried to match wits, tried to hold me, but I bust through. Gotta make a break and take a this song sucks. Gotta see the show, cause then you know the verse is gonna go, cause it's so dangerous. I have to sign a waiver. When you're mad, Trying hard not to smile, though I feel bad. I'm the kind of guy that laughs at a funeral. Can't understand what I mean, but you soon will. Have a tendency to wear my arm on sleeve of history of taking off my shirt. It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Threw your arms in the air and say you're crazy. 5 days since you tackled me. You still got the rug burns on both of my knees. Ew, I did 3 days this afternoon. You realize it's not my fault. Not a moment too soon. Yesterday, you've forgiven me. Now sit back and wait till you say you're sorry.
All right, here comes the bridge. Take a breath. Yeah, she's awesome. Woo, Sarah Lane, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wait, we're not done. There's a lot more. You got 0%, girlfriend. Oh, it's up to 12 now. That's just because you're not singing. Here you go. Ready?
Chickadee China, the Chinese chicken. You have a drumstick and your brain stops sticking. Watching X-Files with the lights on. Word blah blah. The smoking man's in this one like Harrison Ford again frantic. Like I'm tantric. Like Snickers guaranteed to satisfy their curse. I make bad films. Hey, make films. But if I did it, they have a samurai. Gonna get it Sailor Moon. Cartoon boom bass with the wrong thing. Can I help it if I think you're funny when you're mad? Trying hard not to smile, though I feel bad. I'm the kind of guy that laughs at a funeral. Can't understand what I mean, you soon will. Have a tendency to wear my mind on the sleeve. Half a history of taking off my shirt. It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Drop your arms to the side and said I'm sorry. 5 days since I laughed at you and said you just did what I thought you were gonna do. 3 days since the living room. We realized we're both to blame, but what could we do? Yesterday, you just smiled at me, cause it'll still be 2 days till we say we're sorry. It'll still be 2 days till we say we're sorry. It'll still be 2 days till we say we're sorry. Bye. Birchmount Stadium, home of the Robbie.
I don't remember that part. So I don't think that is Canadiana.
That's a Canadian thing.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Sarah Lane. Yeah, she rocks and she rolls.
I mean, how good was that, right? How good was that? I mean,
it was worth the $30,000 I paid.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's.
I'm glad I wrote that check.
I even brought it down a little bit because I didn't want
I know,
to be,
you're so
like,
good.
Right. Yeah.
20,000 points, 5 stars. You were ranked at the top 97% of the leaderboard.
I'm the first person who's played the game.
That's amazing. That is amazing.
I know.
You are so good.
Sometimes you don't.
And you're, by the way, an energy hoarder. That means you played a little cool.
Right.
Yeah, that's
right.
Okay. Wow, Sarah, that is great.
Wasn't it?
We have a lot. This is a jam-packed
What's
hour. We're going to do some mixology. You want to join me with Alex Lindsay? Come on over. Let's have a drink. You earned it, Sarah Lane. Everybody should go to unicefusa.org/twit and give money just for that performance. Just because that was such a bravura performance. All right, Alex Lindsay.
And the best thing is for Sarah is that's going to be
forever. She never can live that down. Just like me shaving my head.
Well, that's going to be great.
It's going to be.
I think we should make sure we do that in slow motion.
Forever. Boys and girls, a magician is coming up in just a little bit. And I don't know about you, but I could swear I saw a cardboard cutout of Captain Kirk going by in the hall earlier. I don't want to say anything, but I think you might remember that last year there was an incident. We'll just leave it at that. Last year, you showed us how to make, was it a G&T, a gin and tonic?
I think we did a gin and tonic,
yeah.
A martini and a Manhattan.
Okay.
And so I thought we'd change it up a little bit.
You got some different stuff. I brought with me my backtrack breathalyzer.
Just to make sure that everything's okay.
So before I drive this show into the ground, I'm going to check my blood alcohol
that sounds good.
level. So where do we start, Alex?
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with a new Manhattan. This is called a Manhattan Transfer.
I like that. That's one of my favorite jazz groups.
There you go. And they have a drink, it turns out.
Yeah,
So it's a little different than last year. So last year we were using a whiskey, and then we were also using this Antica formula, which I'm still using. This is still, if you're going to do something with sweet vermouth, in my opinion, this is the way to go.
So this is a vermouth.
Yeah, yes.
And it's not a dry vermouth, which you'd use in a martini. It's a sweet vermouth.
Yeah, and you'll use this in a Negroni. You'll use it in a Manhattan, and it's just so much better. But one little PSA.
So don't go off and get the Martini and Rossi sweet vermouth. That's right out.
No. Well, if you have to. If you're in Pennsylvania at a state store, which sometimes I end up in, you can't get this. Right. So I have to take it home with me.
Bevmo, where do you get that?
Bevmo will have it. Bevmo will have it in real states with real I love Pennsylvania, so I love Pennsylvania, but they are cuckoo when it comes to liquor stores.
No, I've been in Ohio. It's the same way.
Yeah. But the other thing about your sweet vermouth as a little public service announcement: refrigerate it. It doesn't really last. Yeah, it doesn't really.
So it's like a wine where you don't want it to oxidate.
Yeah, you want to. Yeah. So it's better. It'll taste better, last longer.
How long will it last?
Well,
you've probably never gone in more than a few weeks without using it right up.
I mean, you might get, but that's the whole point. Like if you're gonna have it, if you're gonna use a whole bottle over a couple days. If you're going to use a whole bottle over a couple days, which, by the way, if you're using a whole bottle over a couple days, you're either a bar or an alcoholic. That's fine to leave it out, but otherwise, put it in the thing. Now,
so Alex and I are bartenders, but Sarah Lane, I think we need a customer. I think Sarah should come over.
All right.
Just stand right here, and you be the customer.
Did someone say liquor?
We're gonna ply Sarah with liquor. So we've got the Antica formula.
So now this is Averna.
What is that?
This is one of my favorites.
Okay.
So this is, a lot of people replace with a Manhattan. This is what you get a Manhattan transfer, is you replace your sweet vermouth with Averna. And so it's a similar taste, but a little smoother. You know, so I like Averna a lot. And so anyway.
This is an Italian liqueur. Vermouth is a French liqueur. And
vermouth, I think they're both from Italy. I think, well, originally.
I guess originally, is Italy.
Yeah, and then of course we have a little Rittenhouse rye whiskey.
Okay,
I like
rye whiskey as opposed to some other whiskey.
Yeah, I think last year we used rye, the actual rye, and this one's we're using Rittenhouse. And I have a couple of different measuring things I'll show you. I got these. See, I have moved past the whole like trying to look like a bar, and I want mine to be look like a lab.
Chemistry lab.
Yeah, like we're it's a mixology. Okay. You know, we're mixing stuff. So anyway, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this. I gotta get a little ice. Hold on. This is not as scientific as I'd like. Just kind of throw it on there, get all the ice in there.
Take a chip.
There we go. So now.
Is this a breathalyzer?
Yeah, okay. Well, later on, before you get to go home.
So we'll
0.0.
So we'll mix these in. So we've got 2 parts of the rye. 1 part of the Averna. Now that is classically a Manhattan transfer, but I like to add just half a part of the Antica formula as well, and then just a couple dashes of and there's a lot of ways of different saying this. I'm probably going to say it wrong. Someone's going to mention it, but I call it Peychaud's.
Okay, it's like bitters, right?
The bitters. These are orange bitters.
I usually use Angostura. Is this better?
No, they're different. So it's just you know, you use them in different drinks and different tastes and everything else. I happen to like those. Now, one thing that I forgot before the show.
Can I see your driver's license? You are 21, aren't you? No.
One thing that I forgot.
Stirred, not shaken.
You know, I decided I'm going to shake one of them, and then I decided to stir the other one. It's just a matter of you know, how you want to do it.
This is very pretty.
So then.
This is so red, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know what color Angostura is because it's in a paper bag.
Right,
so
right, exactly. It's brown. I'm going to leave a little bit of the ice in there for you. In this case.
So you wouldn't necessarily want this straight up.
You can do it either way, so I'm going to give you halfway in between.
Right, I'm not drinking, so enjoy.
You don't even want to sip?
I got 12 more hours to do.
Oh, and there's only 3 more of these drinks coming. Have a sip of it.
There's only 3 more?
I'll
drink it up.
You deserve it.
I'm not a Manhattan fan.
We'll try it.
But it's a Manhattan transfer.
Do you love Manhattans?
We'll try it. Just try it.
Because I've seen you drinking Manhattans.
This is different.
That's quite good. It's a little more smoother and lighter, frankly, than a traditional Manhattan.
Yeah, this is the one. This is the Manhattan you give to folks.
Yum.
Yeah,
it's so
that's
good.
the word that leaps to mind.
If you have someone that doesn't that would like to have a Manhattan but doesn't usually like Manhattans, this is what
I'm
you
that
give
guy.
Yeah, my wife, my mother-in-law.
The old-fashioned is a little too sweet.
Yes.
It's just somewhere in the middle.
Yes. So.
Do I get to
just keep drinking it while I'm working on the next one.
You sang, girlfriend. You get to do whatever you want now.
All right.
See, now you like that song, don't you? No.
So the next one, our next one is a little more complicated.
Okay.
So we're going to make a daiquiri.
You know, that's a classic drink. As
classic
is a Manhattan.
Drink. Now,
a daiquiri is a great drink.
It's a great drink. Now, one of the things that we're doing.
I don't see it much anymore. Frankly.
I don't, and I actually got into. So I did not make up this recipe.
Okay.
And I want to make sure we're clear. I got this from. There's a new book out called Liquid Intelligence, and I can't think of the author's name right off the top of my head. It is, if you're really into making mixed drinks, it's like the coolest show ever. I mean, book ever. So I have it on Kindle and I read it while I'm flying. So this is from that book, which I thought was pretty exciting. So now we have Thai. This is a Thai basil
Wow.
So this is Thai basil, and if you smell it, just smell a little bit. It's very nice.
It doesn't smell like
basil.
traditional basil.
Right.
Yeah,
Very
basil's
sweet.
in the mint family.
Yeah. Now the problem is when you muddle mint and basil, as soon as you hit it at room temperature, it starts to release what are called polyphenol oxidases.
Yeah, that's what you smell.
That's what you smell, and but it's a little sour, and it makes it brown, and it makes it, all those other things. It's not the good smell. It's
right.
it makes it. That's why you kind of your mint is oftentimes kind of brown when you hit it. So the key is to not muddle it at room temperature.
Ah.
So what we'll do is we're gonna pop it in here. Ice would be good. It wouldn't be cold enough.
You want something
So
colder than
you want
ice?
something colder than ice.
Holy cow. I'll tell you what's colder than ice. Liquid nitrogen is colder than ice.
A little liquid nitrogen.
This is going a little far.
So with the liquid nitrogen, see what we can do is no, you don't have to drink the liquid. I wouldn't drink the liquid.
Yeah,
now the key is I should
ingesting.
be wearing goggles. I'm not.
Yeah, and
so what I'm going to do
gloves.
is I'm going to lean back. No, the gloves aren't that important. In
All
fact,
right.
you actually don't want to wear gloves.
Why don't I stand back and... Wow, there goes liquid nitrogen spilling all over the place. Look at that.
And that's fine.
It's skittering around. You don't need gloves. You just don't want to get in your eyeball.
No, yeah. If you get it in your eye, it won't work anymore.
The eye won't, or your...
Your eye won't work anymore.
Okay, that's not good.
So
is that a temporary or permanent thing?
it would be a permanent thing.
Okay, let's not get...
So you don't want to do that. You also don't want to grab the bottom of the metal
Because that's pretty
back.
cold. How cold is this?
It's I think 171 degrees Celsius, something like that. Negative. Your skin will stick to the bottom of the.
Keeps the basil from browning?
Yeah. So what happens is that it's when it's frozen and you muddle it, you're not gonna.
There's no oxidation.
There's no oxidation. And what you're gonna do is then we will thaw it, but we'll thaw it in the alcohol.
Yeah.
And when it thaws in the alcohol, it will not oxidize. You will not release the.
My espresso shots.
Yeah, no, Steve talked about oxidation in espresso earlier, and I think that...
And the reason you don't want to wear gloves, by the way, is that it will freeze the gloves it'll get into the gloves, and then your hand's stuck in there.
Oh.
When
That's not
Hand
good.
stuck on the...
it's not there. As long as I keep it to the top, it'll be fine. And it'll go over your hand. You can pour it on your hand, and it'll actually just go right off it. It'll basically boil instantly. But the key is we really want to get it.
You'd rather have good feeling for manipulating it.
Yeah, making mistakes is a real bummer with liquid nitrogen. You also want to make sure you do it in a big room like this. If you do it in a small room and you let it open for a long time, liquid nitrogen replaces the oxygen.
And everybody falls over.
And people,
Which is kind
die.
of what you want with the drink, but maybe not with the liquid nitrogen.
So let's see here. So now we have it, and you can see that
it's frozen.
It's frozen down
It's a
there.
liquid now. You've fully muddled it. What
Yeah,
is the
so now-
liquid? Because the nitrogen is all...
There's still a little
all
nitrogen in
supplemented
there.
off, hasn't it? I mean, there is? Okay.
There's still a little nitrogen in there, and we're trying not to have. We don't want it to be watered down with the liquid nitrogen, but just a little bit left is okay. And now what we're going to do?
I've seen ice cream made with liquid nitrogen, but never seen
coming
mint
soon.
muddled.
So anyway,
Nitrous.
So now what we're going to do, nitrous. They're all based on
Sarah,
some of the same elements. So here we got, now what this is we've got the Flora de Cana rum. Rum is good.
I think nitrous has a couple of oxygen molecules
And so what we're going to do is,
attached to the nitrogen molecules. This is pure. Now that's hitting the liquid nitrogen? Is that what's
that's hitting the
happening?
liquid nitrogen
Holy cow.
and the super cold.
What was
And
that
so-
again?
No, that's just rum.
Rum looks like that when it hits nitrogen. That is something.
Everything looks like that. Your skin would look like that if you
Yeah.
had liquid nitrogen. So,
Holy cow, that is a great shot. Sarah Lane's going to post that on Instagram, I hope, because that was straight out of the Wizard's workshop there.
Good, yeah?
Yeah.
and then
Holy
so
cow.
once you have that set up, now we're taking a little simple syrup. Simple syrup is just 1 part sugar to 1 part water.
You can make it at home. but
Boiled.
You can also
make it at
boil.
home.
Yep. It's liquid sugar.
Don't buy it. Make it. It's always better.
Yeah.
And then this is some lime juice. I use this little. By the way, this is
Fresh,
a little
always fresh. Never.
But look at this. Look at this little lime
So
thing.
simple.
So it
So
squeezes
simple.
it, and then it keeps it down there, and then you turn it sideways and
Perfect.
pour it. Love
Yes,
that.
love that.
So anyway, and you'll notice that all of my glasses have measuring things on them. So even if they're a shot glass,
Right.
they'll.
And you're doing 1.5 tablespoons here.
In this case, this is going to be 3/4 of an ounce. 3/4 of an ounce.
Half
of,
a shot. A shot is at 1.5 ounces.
Yeah.
So this is half a shot.
Well, a little bit more than half a shot.
A little more.
So now we've kind of mixed those together, and it's pretty cold here, but I think it's warming up. And then, so now we're going to.
We don't need ice, do we?
I have my other.
You need a glass to fit
I
that.
had another glass that was here.
Oh, who stole his glass?
I had another glass that moved here. Oh, I used
we
it.
used it.
I
for
used the wrong glass.
Should I pour
That was
this
it.
out?
I could, but it needs to be cleaned then.
Well, let me just drink the liquor here, and then it'll be just here. Let's rinse it out a little.
Here, I'll just for this case, we'll just swirl it up and we'll.
Here, how about a little champagne rinse?
It's darn cold.
I'll rinse it out real fast.
Well, we don't have much time.
No, it's
so
okay.
I think it's okay.
So now what we're going to do is we'll just give you a sense of that. We'll just go in here.
A little brown liquor never hurt anybody.
So now what we're going to do is we'll strain it. If you don't strain it, it'll get caught in your teeth.
Whoa.
That's really cold, by the way. So we probably want to wait for a minute or two.
No, it's not too cold now.
All right, this drink.
If it was too cold, because
this is Thai basil, which is a little different than traditional basil.
Now, one of the big.
If my lips fall off.
And this one was this strainer, which I just got. I have to admit for this, it's probably a little too fine, but it's enough to give you enough to give. Yeah, it's. And you'll notice how green it looks.
It looks like
because what you're doing is you're getting a much denser mix, obviously than what you would get with a. Now, one thing that we're going to do, the last little thing we're going to do is just.
So the daiquiri, by the way, once again, the daiquiri had muddled basil. Basil. Basil's rathbone.
Guess what that is?
What is that? One drop of something. That's
the secret sauce. Can't tell you what that is. I have to kill you. That's salt. The saline. So it turns out just like salt makes your steak, taste better. It also makes your drinks taste better, but only just a little. Otherwise, it makes it salty.
And is that 1-to-1?
That is 20% salt to water.
A 20% saline
solution. And
so let's recap the ingredients once again. We have muddled
nitrogen muddled basil, Thai basil. Your rum.
The rum, and that was how much rum?
That was 2 parts.
2 parts rum.
2 ounces of rum. 2 3/4 ounces of.
3/4 ounces simple syrup.
3/4 ounce of lime.
Simple. 3/4 ounces of lime.
2 drops of saline.
A little saline, and you're done.
Yeah, we'll give it a shot.
Do you want to try this first, young lady?
Yes.
Yes, please.
And one thing you'll notice is that it's much.
What?
Typically, it's much brighter.
5 minutes.
Whoa.
5 minutes till we have something at 3:30. Oh, the magician. We have 5 minutes to the magician.
I thought daiquiris were
it
like
can be a lot of different
blue
things.
and milkshakey.
They can be lots of different things.
That's delicious.
OMG. I would drink this all day, every day.
You know what? It's like salad.
It's like a salad. It's healthful.
It's good for you.
And because there's so much more surface area, you're getting a lot more of the basil than you would normally get.
It's like a spirulina, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a kombucha-like.
Exactly.
Fermented.
Exactly.
I know you're going to make ice cream, but we've got to go to the magician. Do you want to save this?
I can.
Because we need to go to the magician by 1/2 exactly. Is that what you're telling me? It's a 25-minute act? All right. The act is carefully timed. Otherwise, the birds get anxious.
Oh.
Well,
so
do you want to come back?
Oh, believe me, I want to come back.
Okay.
I want to come back.
All right, because we got one more, and it's...
Bartender Alex, awesome. I'm drinking daiquiris from now on. But only at Alex's house.
It's the best daiquiri I've ever had. It's the best drink I've ever had.
Daiquiris, they say, are coming back, but I think this is something unique.
And again, I would love to say that was Liquid Intelligence is where I got the recipe for that. And
fabulous.
If you're into making,
where do you get liquid nitrogen? Can you just go down?
You get it at Airgas. Airgas sells it. So almost any welding supply
it's
store
legal.
will have
it's not like you have to have a permit.
No, but you do have to have what's called a
flask.
It's called a dewar.
A dewar.
Or
yeah, Steve Gibson wants to try this. You will. This is the best thing I ever had. It is my new drink, but the problem is you'll never get that anywhere. Ever.
So
unbelievable. Yeah. Alex, Lindsay, you're the best. You have a special dewar that's made for nitrogen.
It's nitrogen. It's a thermos that vents across the top because if you don't vent the liquid nitrogen, it'll turn into a bomb.
Yeah.
So we don't want that. So
coming up. Jay Riley's going to say hello to us from London, England. We got New Year's Eve coming from British Standard Time, GMT. We're almost to GMT. We are also, don't forget, raising money for UNICEF. I wish if I could send everybody who donates money a little of that daiquiri, we'd raise $1 million, wouldn't we?
It's the elixir of life.
It's the elixir of life.
Yeah.
Imagine that you have actually had that, and you now go to unicefusa.org/twit. Now, how much would you pay? If you haven't yet donated, please do. We really appreciate it. It benefits the children of the world. This guy's at Lush, so he really likes it. No, but Randall, you have drunk more Manhattans than probably anybody in this room. Probably. And you agree that is the best Manhattan transfer. But what you haven't tried is this daiquiri, and there's just enough. There's a mouthful left.
Take the rest.
Because you are going to think that is the best thing you ever had in your... Holy cow! Randall Schwartz. I had a couple of daiquiris. Randall Schwartz says it's the best thing he ever had. Hey, the performer you're about to meet has. Get ready for this. I'm really excited. I love magicians. He's performed in a variety of venues. He is a featured performer at the Home of Magic, the world-famous Magic Castle in Hollywood. That means you know this guy is premier. He specializes in close-up magic. Not only performs, but he creates magic with many of his ideas and effects featured in magic books and periodicals all over the world. Along with his magic, Steve has completed, get this, a 30-year career as a senior engineer at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Pasadena, California. This guy literally is a rocket science. Please, warm welcome, please, for Steve Silverman.
Hello. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Steve.
Well, I'd first like to thank TWiT TV for having me, and thank you for doing this amazing telethon for UNICEF. And give yourselves a big round of applause for being here.
Woo!
Absolutely. All right. This is live TV, so I need to calibrate the camera. So I want to do a little white balance test, okay? How's the white looking? Good? Okay, you all see white? Now, if I were going to make that a different color, what color would you like to see? Just blurt it out. What color would you like to see? Light blue? Light blue. How come nobody's saying green? You see, that's my favorite color. Green is a great color, don't you think? It's the color for me. Thank you very much. Great. I'd like to introduce you to my lovely assistant, Amira. Please give her a nice round of applause for helping us out. All right, we're going to do a little magic with the fingertips. A little sleight of hand with an imaginary coin, okay? Imaginary coin right out there. Do you see it? You shouldn't, because it's an imaginary coin. You see, it has no mass. Until you imagine it's there, then you'll see it. Now, the thing about imaginary money is you never quite know where it is until you see it. Now, sometimes I toss that up in the air and it comes back real. Other times when I toss it up, it doesn't come back at all. That's when I need your help, okay? I need you to imagine this new coin is real, okay? And if you do, we're back in business. Thank you. Now, I've been pulling money out of nowhere for a good many years. And as a magician, that's what we do. And during that entire time, people have only been interested in one thing and one thing only. And that is the secret behind the illusion. The secret, I tell them, is that it is no illusion. I really am pulling money out of nowhere. Money from nowhere. Now, people also ask me, how do you set up for your shows, Steve? Well, the way I set up is I place one right here within arm's reach. It's an imaginary one. It's just hanging there. You see it dangling over there? And I do the same with this one. I just place it right there. This one, I toss straight up in the air. And if my timing is right, it'll come down just in time for showtime. Now, these other ones are easy. I know exactly where they are. There's one there, and there's one there. And that's how I set up for my show. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. And actually, what I'd like you to do is, I'm going to take these coins out. I want you to take a good look at these coins and examine these coins. Please make sure that these coins are real. They're not, okay, look for trapdoors, secret passageways. Make sure that they're honest to goodness, pure American silver. Indeed, these are Morgan silver dollars. These are the most beautiful, look at you. These are the most beautiful coins ever minted by our government. They're very old. Each of these coins have a story to tell. So I'm going to try to get a coin to travel from this hand to this hand in the blink of an eye. Oh, did somebody blink? Was that you? No. Did you blink? Oh, really? It's okay to blink, because that's when the magic happens.
I think it was him.
Uh-oh, it happened again. All right, I'm gonna slow this one down. I'm gonna slow this one down. Here we go. Look at that. You hear it? Did you hear it and see it go that time? Okay, let me get it back. Good. All right, now we'll do it for real. 1, 2, 3 coins traveling and reunited once again. Nice. Thank you. All right. How about an illusion? Illusions are always fun. I always wanted to be an illusionist, but I'd like to travel light. So I'll just use this single coin and the power of suggestion. That when I give this coin a squeeze, it will transform into something from another place and another time. Are you ready? Yeah. Just with a simple squeeze like that. Oh, it looks to me like an ancient Chinese good luck charm with a hole in the middle for peeking. Peeking, as in the duck. The duck is still the Peking, right? But it's just an illusion, you see? It's just a silver dollar. Now, some of you may think I'm using sleight of hand to perform this illusion, but what you're seeing, my friends, is nothing more than pure illusion of the mind. And I thank you for watching. Thank you. Oh, boy. Now, as I said, I've been pulling money out of nowhere for a long time, but somehow, well, there's another one. The big money has eluded me. But not today, folks. For UNICEF, I think it's time for the big money. Don't you? Big money, my friends. Indeed. Now, check this out. Make sure there's no chocolate in the center. Go ahead, peel it apart if you like. Can you eat it? All right. Thank you for checking that out for me. I appreciate that. Now, folks, I'm going to share with you a move I invented many years ago. It's called the one-handed unfold. Thank you very much. I just love the way that looks. Years of practice. So I'm going to try to, I like to keep my money clean. I launder my money before each show. Sometimes I pretend that this is a black hole and that money just went into the abyss. But we all know that it has to be somewhere, right? There's no such place as nowhere, is there? Is there such place as nowhere? There is. You know how I know? Because that's where this one came from. Hey, thank you. Thank you so much. Here's 10 pounds of chocolate for you. All right, show and tell. So I give me my money back. Now, I hope this inspires you folks out there to donate big to UNICEF. It's a great cause. Do it. All right, now, many magic tricks got its start as a gambling game, and this is no different. Has anyone here heard of the game Three-Card Monte? You may have heard of it. It's a gambling game, and let me make sure we have a... Well, you're too young to gamble, aren't you? But today, we'll let you gamble a little bit today. We're going to play this game with 1 ace and 3 blank cards. Now, I played this game, or I watched this game played in the subways of New York. A blank card always went on the table, and the ace went right in the center. And the gambler would go to different people. He'd make small bets, and he'd say, watch, I'm counting 1, 2, 3. Where do you think the ace is? Well, most people would say it's right there in the center because it really didn't change its position. And in every audience, there's a mark. The mark is the man whose money is going to be taken. We'll let you be the mark for now. No, we'll let you be the mark. Okay. Look, there's the ace in the center, right? Ace in the center. I'm counting the cards. 1, 2, 3. Where would you say the ace was? You'd probably say it was in the center, but it's not. The truth is, my friends, it's really no ace in the hand whatsoever. The ace is right here on the table, and that's how the gambler made his money. So I watched him very carefully. I watched him place the ace right there in between the blank cards, and I watched the count, and I saw something very peculiar. I saw him shift the center card to the top. So the ace was not there. It was right here. The idea is he had to get it from his hand right there onto the table. Did anybody see it happen? No. You didn't see it? Well, that's exactly how fast he was.
I told you it was on the table.
Okay. So the moral of the story is if you ever see a gambler in the subways of New York with 3 blank cards and an ace, and he says he's placing a blank card on the table, and he counts the cards, 1, 2, 3, where are you going to say the ace is? In the hand? On the table, right? But see, he likes to change things up. You see, you are the mark. Because, you see, he really did put a blank card on the table. But you had every chance in the world because he had not only 1, but 2, but 3 aces in the deck. And that's why never gamble with a stranger in the subways of New York. Thank you. Thank you. Well, whoever out there thinks I'm going to be doing a rope trick, you may be saying, he's going to do a rope trick. But maybe not. Maybe not. Could be a knot trick. This could be my Southern fried bow tie as well, you KFC fans. But this is an easy knot to make, an easy knot to remove, and that is a good knot. Now, if you take the ends and pull the ends through the loops, then what do you have, Mark? Your name's not Mark? Okay. You have a mess. I call this my Italian meatball knot. Anyone want to mess with me? Anyway. The thing is, if you pull it tighter and harder like that, it just gets smaller and more difficult to remove. But if you know a little magic, it's very easy to come out. Okay. Thank you. Now, I've done a lot of research into knot removal. I am actually thinking of opening my own business, my own knot removal service. And no, I'm serious. What I found out is that if you put the rope in close proximity of a red rope, you can actually get the knots to jump off. But there is a procedure. The procedure is you have to twist it around so it looks like a candy cane or maybe a barber pole. And after that's done, you say your favorite magic word. Mine is Nabisco pinwheels, because I love those things. And you see the knot just jumps from one rope to the next. And there you have it. The jumping knot, my friend. I should start my own, thank you. But this is a sliding knot. You see it slides right off the rope like that. Sometimes you can actually toss it right back on. And watch what happens. It becomes part of the rope, and there you go. Thank you. The inadvertent ending to that. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Now, you know, who likes card tricks out here? I love card tricks, but one thing about card magic that I hate. You know what I hate about card tricks? Is trying to get the cards, put the cards back in the box. Because, see, they never seem to fit. I don't know how I'm going to get those back in there. We'll just leave that here for now. And now, how many cards are in the deck? Who can tell me how many cards are in the deck? 52 is enough for most people. You see, I like to keep a few extras, so I keep them back there. And you know why I keep those cards back there? I keep them there in case these get lonely. But sometimes I do lose the ones I came here with. But that's okay. Now I'm not dealing with a full deck, am I? So let me see if I can get those other ones. And there you go. So let's, my dear. Amira, yes. Amira is my lovely assistant, and she's going to help me with this. Now, most magicians will spread the cards. You take one. You never know what you're going to get. You might be getting the card he wanted you to get. So I'm going to spread the cards. And on the count of 3, I want you to touch one, and that'll be the one you want. 1, 2, 3. The 9 of hearts. Are you positive that's the card you want? Well, you see, out of this red box, I pulled a red deck, which in itself is a miracle. And you touched one card. You happen to touch the only card in the deck that I actually placed that card in there that has a blue back. And the question is, how could you have known? Indeed. Well, you know what? That's okay. Because you don't like to stand out in a crowd, do you? No. You're standing out in a crowd. So what I'll do instead is I'll turn the entire deck blue. The entire deck is now blue, my friends. Wait a minute, look at that. There's one red card in there. Do you remember, did you touch the, was it the 9 of hearts? Yes. The one red card that you touched? Let's see if it's in fact your card. The 9 of hearts, indeed. The one card Amira touched. My God, well, we'll put your 9 of hearts right there on top of the red box. Okay, I need someone else to help me. Would you mind helping me out? What's your name? Ito. Ito? Okay. Let me give the cards a little mix. I'm going to run my thumb through the deck, Ito, and you're going to say stop anytime you like, okay? Before I get to the end. Sure. Okay, here we go. Stop. Right at that point? Yeah. Okay, do you have any idea what card that is? No idea. Let's take a look and see what it is. The Queen of Spades. Don't take your eye off the Queen of Spades, and don't take your eye off the 9 of hearts, because an amazing thing is going to happen. Watch as I take the Queen of Spades out of the deck as fairly as possible. I just give it a wiggle, and look what happens. It becomes the 9 of hearts. Indeed, and that queen had to go someplace, right? Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Isn't magic fun? Yes. Aren't you glad we only use our powers for good? Okay, Amira, would you mind give the deck a little bit of a mix, would you? She's going to mix up the cards, and I'll clean up the mess you left behind. Oh, God. That's not going to work. All right, that's a good mix. That's a good mix. Give me the cards back. Let me see if you gave them all back to me. I got them all back. So that's a mix that she did. Now, let me tell you, folks, with 52 cards, there are 52 factorial different permutations of the cards, meaning that every shuffle is different. So what I'm going to do is I need the 4 aces. I'm going to try to find the 4 aces in a deck that you shuffled. And I'm going to find them in the order that you would like. Like, for instance, Ito, name a suit. Any suit. Hugo Boss, Calvin Klein, or Hearts. Hey, watch. With laser-guided precision, I'm going to cut to the deck right there to one card only. What did you say? Hearts. Ace of Hearts. Thank you very much, my friends. Hold your applause. Well, I see you are, okay? The Ace of Hearts. Okay, why don't you name a suit? Name a suit.
Clubs.
Clubs? Again, with laser-guided precision. We'll cut right in there, right to the center of the deck, one card and one card only, the Ace of Clubs. Wow. And a deck that you shuffled. You shuffle these cards, right? Look, you shuffle these cards, they're all mixed up. Why don't you name a suit? Okay, there's 2 left, diamonds and spades. You want the spade? You want the spade? You want diamonds. Okay, diamonds are the buried treasure. They're buried deep in the, I'll do it face up this time. Again, with what kind of precision? Laser guided, right, laser guided precision. You said the diamond, right? Yeah. Watch a diamond right out of the center of the deck. Would you please get that for me? The flying diamond, there we go. Whoa. Okay, that leaves one more. What's the last one? What's the last ace? The spade, right? Watch the spade, a one-handed cut like so. The spade flies out of the deck right into my hand. The Ace of Spades. Thank you so much. All right. You're very kind. Thank you very much. Now, when I see the 4 aces, it makes me want to use 4 half dollars. Anybody have 4 half dollars? Well, I usually keep 4 half dollars in here, but I don't have them yet. You know why? Because you got to snap your finger. Snap your finger over there, and you've just created 4 half dollars for me. Thank you very much. A good thing to have during these tough economic times. All right, 4 half. Now we can actually use the overhead camera for this. This might be a good shot for the overhead camera. 4 half dollars and 4 aces. Let's try this little observation test. There's a spade. The spade goes right there. What's the only other black ace in the deck? Would be the Ace of Clubs. Clubs goes here. Where's the spade? There. Now you see the spade is here. It's an observation test. You have to keep an eye on the cards. Now, that was kind of I fooled you only because you didn't see the club go down. So this time, watch. Here's the spade. This time you'll see the club go down. You see the club? There's the club. Now, if I were to say to you, these cards are going to change places now, would you believe me? Yes. It would be difficult. You know why? Because how am I going to do it? They're already on the table. Oh. But I'll snap my finger, and let me see. Yes, they changed places with the red aces. Hey, come on. I got to entertain myself, too, you know. So, let's do something. Now, most people think when I wave the card over the coin, I'm going to make the coin disappear. But it's not that kind of trick. This is a trick about mobility. Watch that card, that coin, travel there with a little help, just with a little help. Did you see it go? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. This one will travel with pure speed. A snap of the finger, you see the coin actually gets there before it leaves the hand. Okay, here's the last one to go. The last one will be with imagination. Watch. I pretend to pick that coin up and place it there. You think it's there?
Yes.
Let's take a look and see. And the funny thing is, I never even took this coin out. This coin is still there. It just got a little ahead of itself.
All right.
Thank you. Again, let this inspire you to donate to UNICEF, my friends. Indeed. A lot of money in my act, isn't there? It's a very expensive act, my friends. All right, let's try this. 1, 2, 3 coins in the hand. We'll place 1 coin on the table, covered with the Ace of Hearts. If I take out 2, that leaves how many here? 1. Listen to the sound it makes when it travels across the studio and into my hand. Pretty cool, huh? You want to see that again? Yeah, so do I. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. 2 come out. Are you ready? Watch. Watch that 3rd one go. Where did he go? Well, he must have went to visit his buddy right over there. Okay. That's 2 and 2. All right. 2 in the hand. 2 on the table. 1 comes out and waves goodbye to the other one. You see? He's right here.
Oh.
Okay. Now, if you'd be kind enough, place the palm of your hand over these 3 coins. Press down good. Now watch the last one go. Tell me if you feel anything. Did you feel the coin enter your hand? You should have, because watch, you see? Lift up your hand and show us what you got. All 4 coins, indeed. Thank you. Thank you so much. And that, my friends, is the mystery of the little brass box from India. A place for everything, and everything in its place. Now, people say to me, they say, Steve, you're pretty good at getting the coin out of the box. But can you, getting into the box, can you get them out? So I'm going to try to get these coins out in a magical way, if I can. I'll even do it without using the cover. I won't use the cover until the very last second. Are you ready? Yep. Here it goes. Watch. And the box is empty. Thank you so much. This, my friends, is close-up magic. And what we're doing here, we're replicating the close-up room of the Magic Castle. We have a table that looks like this. The chairs are around. So for those of you who've never been to the Magic Castle, you're kind of there right now. So now let me ask you something, my dear. Have you ever been pickpocketed before?
Yes.
You have? By whom? Not by me, because you wouldn't have known it if you got pickpocketed by me.
Did you know?
No, sometimes you never know. So watch. We're going to do a little pickpocketing affair. You don't have any pockets, right?
I do.
Oh, you do? Where's your pocket? More fun for me. Okay, watch. Four aces, and let me give the cards a cut. Now, I knew a pickpocket one time. He would pick somebody's wallet, and he would leave his business card there in its place, looking for a reward. I never quite understood that, but let me demonstrate what he did here. Why don't you just touch a card? Just touch it with your fingertip. Yeah, which one? Okay, that's your choice right here. So we're going to use the Queen of Hearts, very nice choice, as my calling card. This will be my business card. The Queen of Hearts, I'll just leave it there on the table for now. Your assignment, should you accept it, my dear, is to be responsible for the care and feeding of these 4 aces, okay? So place your hand above the table, about an inch above the table, both hands, good. I'm going to place these 4 aces under your hand, square them up there, and I'm going to try to get that queen into your hand, and she's not letting me do it. You know why? Because she's on your team. That's okay. Here we go. I'm going to try to get my calling card into your hand. Are you ready?
Okay.
Did you feel it?
No.
You should have. You know why? Because I pickpocketed you. You see, I have your aces. And if you lift up your hand, show us what you got. Well, give me a call sometime, will you? You got my card. Thank you. Now, people say to me, Steve, if you would do that one more time, perhaps we could see the exact moment that the queen changes places with the aces. Just one more. Would you like to see that one more time? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to do this without using a pocket. Now the element of surprise is no longer in my favor. So the pressure's on me. So here we go. I lay the queen on the table. Now make sure I put the queen on the table in a fair and honest manner. Okay? You believe the queen is there, don't you? Oh, come on. I hardly ever lie. I hardly ever cheat. Look, the queen is there. The 4 aces are 4 of a kind. They're 4 brothers. They stick together. So if you see 4 cards in one stack, you're looking at what? The 4 aces. One card all by itself is what? Queen of Hearts. Queen of Hearts. Watch what happens when I rub the aces on the table. That's when the change takes place. No. And there we have the aces right here. Thank you so much. All right, let me close my little card set here with something that I think you'll like. Let me give the pack a little shuffle. I need 4 people, so let me start with you. Sure. Okay, I'm gonna just dribble the cards like that. Just say stop anytime you like. Stop. Okay. Remember that card and do not forget the card. Very important. You remember it for him in case he forgets. Okay. All right. Let me go. Would you mind? No. This young lady right there. I'm gonna run my thumb through the deck. Just say stop anytime. Stop. You got it? Okay, don't forget your card. The pressure's on you. Okay, can I use, how about you, ma'am? Sure. Okay, I'm gonna run my thumb through the deck. Just say when. When. Right there. You got it? Okay, 3. You know, I'm in such a good mood. I'm really in such a good mood that I'm feeling maybe one more card. So, okay, would you remember your card?
Yes.
You promise?
Yes.
Okay, say when.
When. Okay, that's easy.
You remember that, okay? All right. 4 cards lost in the deck. I need to find them one at a time. Now, I can go through the deck and pretend that I could read the backs of the cards, but that's not how I roll, okay? What I'm going to do is ask you what your card was. I'll find your card with my thumb. Are you ready? Here we go. Now, sometimes this works and sometimes it doesn't. Okay, what was your card? Seven of clubs. Watch. One card flies out of the deck. The seven of spades. Hey, the seven. Not bad, huh? Okay, seven of spades. Okay, do you remember your who's the next one?
My mom.
Okay, what card did you? The nine of spades. Yeah. Okay. All right, who's next? Okay, now you probably won't see your card in there. But just name it though, because your card is flying way out, and there it is. The three of clubs. The three of clubs. And one final card. You know what? We'll find your card. The who's the last one? You don't name it yet. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give some people don't really think I've shuffled the deck well, so I'm gonna give the deck a little shuffle like so, right into the bag. Isn't that pretty? There's a mix like that. Now, my grandfather, a long time ago, he taught me how to tie a one-handed knot. And a one-handed knot looks something like that. No, it does not look like that at all. That's not the one my grandfather taught me. He taught me this one. But he said, son, don't ever tie a one-handed knot unless you really need it. So let me see. Do you remember your card?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to see if I can't. What was your card?
Three of hearts.
Three of hearts.
He's fishing.
One card. The three of hearts. Yeah.
And you are rocket scientist, too.
I was.
That is awesome. Did you do magic while you were being
Yeah,
a
I
rocket
did.
scientist?
I did, yes.
And you do that for the scientists at JPL, and they believe that?
I have done some magic at JPL, indeed I have.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Steve, you're fantastic.
Thank you
right
very
in
much.
You were sitting right there.
I was sitting
My
right
assistant.
here.
And he was sitting right there.
It was amazing, right?
Yes.
Incredible. But I don't mean to interrupt, but we have
That's
to say
fine.
Happy
I understand.
New Year.
Let's do it.
Great Britain is going to celebrate, and we've got Jay Riley on the line from London, England. Hi, Jay.
Hello, Leo.
You're well dressed. I can tell you're a TWiT fan. You're actually from the U.S.?
I am from the U.S. I've been here in London about 4.5 years now, if you couldn't tell from my accent. Not originally from here.
You're starting to sound British, Jay. I got to warn you. Well, we're going to say Happy New Year to you and everybody. And UTC 0. You know, I always talk about UTC, and that, of course, is the old Greenwich Mean Time. And in Great Britain during Standard Time, during the winter, it's also British Standard Time. So, is there anybody else there with you today, or are you all alone? Because last year you had your whole family, right?
Well, no, last year I was actually in Seattle last year, so I wasn't the UK correspondent at that time. But my family's in the other room. They decided to watch it on the telly instead of...
Well, all right, Jay, we got about a minute and a half until 2015 in the UK and all over the Greenwich Mean Time 0, UTC 0 area. What are your hopes for 2015? What are you looking forward to for the year?
Well, certainly peace and happiness for everybody in my family and the TWiT family, and I think it's a great thing what you're doing here, Leo, with the UNICEF and all the money you've raised. And let's hope we get to the magic number to see you shave your head.
I think there is almost zero doubt that I will be saying goodbye to my locks later on.
Well done.
On the one hand, I'm a little, disappointed that I had the foolishness to say that. On the other hand, you know what? If it gets us to $40,000, that's pretty darn good. So, Jay, I am opening this bottle of champagne. I'm going to try not to shoot our magician, Steve Silverman, one of the best close-up magic acts I have ever seen. And if you're ever at the Magic Castle and you get a chance to see Jay in the close-up room, that is Steve, I'm sorry, in the close-up room, that is Steve Silverman is amazing. Jay is here in London. And who am I shooting today? No children. Really? We're doing this to protect children against exploitation and violence, and now I'm about to do both. All right, a little exploitation and violence. 15 seconds. Turn out the lights. Get ready with the ball. 10, 9. Say it with me, Jay. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Happy New Year, everybody! Woo! Happy New Year! 2015 hits jolly old England, all of the UK, and Jay Riley squarely in the eyes. Look at that. He is 2005 personified. The balls drop, the balloons fall, the smoke machine goes, and we have yet another hour under our belts. Jay, thank you so much. I tip my hat to you. Thank you for bringing England into the mix here. What's your favorite Twitch show? What shows do you watch?
I watch a good bit of them, but by far this week in Google, it's like watching my friends. I have to check in with you guys every week.
Jeff Jarvis is here with his son Jake, and I know Gina Trapani is going to join us in a little bit via Skype. So happy New Year, Jay. I'm glad you watched. Thank you so much.
Excellent. Thanks very much, Leo. Thanks, everybody.
We can have you as part of the show today. We're going to stop down, and then we're going to see what the count is, how far we've gone, how close we are to $40,000. This is we just completed our 13th hour in the 24 hours of 2015 on TWiT.